What does happiness mean to you? Is it a fleeting emotion or a more profound, lasting state of being? These questions, simple yet complex, have puzzled philosophers, psychologists, and ordinary folks alike for centuries. Today we turn to the wisdom of Eddie Jaku, author of the book, The Happiest Man on Earth, for some insights. This isn't just another self-help book. It's a journey into a life lived with courage, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to happiness, even in the face of unimaginable adversity. The book serves as a beacon, illuminating the path towards a more fulfilling life, one that embraces happiness not as a transient emotion, but as a state of being. It teaches us to find joy in our everyday lives, to appreciate the small wins, and to cultivate a sense of gratitude even when times are tough. So let's embark on this journey together, exploring the valuable lessons this remarkable book has to offer. Join us as we delve into the profound teachings of this remarkable book. Our first lesson from The Happiest Man on Earth revolves around gratitude and perspective. There's a wealth of wisdom to be drawn from these pages, but let's start with this crucial point. Gratitude, the simple act of appreciating what we have, has the power to transform our perspective, to shift our focus from what's missing in our lives to the abundance that's already present. It's about acknowledging the good, the small victories, the moments of joy, the love we share. And as we cultivate gratitude, our perspective begins to change. We start to see our challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth, for learning, for becoming better versions of ourselves. This change in perspective, this shift from scarcity to abundance, from fear to courage, allows us to lead a happier, more fulfilling existence. It's not about ignoring the hard parts of life, but about choosing to find the good within them, to find the lessons they offer. And so, the first valuable lesson from The Happiest Man on Earth is this. When we focus on the good in our lives, we cultivate a fertile ground for happiness to thrive. The second lesson from our book is about the power of forgiveness and the art of letting go. This is not just about forgiving others, but also forgiving ourselves. It's about releasing the resentment and anger we hold on to, which often does more harm to ourselves than to those it's directed at. Imagine carrying a heavy bag filled with stones up a steep hill. Each stone represents a grudge, an anger, a resentment. The more you carry, the heavier it gets, and the harder your journey becomes. But what if you could just let go of that bag? You'd feel lighter, wouldn't you? In the same vein, forgiveness is that act of letting go of the bag. It's a decision to stop letting these negative emotions control you. It's an act of self-love, self-care, and self-preservation. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or condoning harmful actions. It's about making a conscious decision not to let these past hurts continue to hurt you. It's about choosing peace over torment, love over hatred, and happiness over suffering. When we forgive, we heal, and when we let go, we grow. We free ourselves from the chains of the past and open up to the possibilities of the present and the future. By freeing ourselves from the burden of grudges, we open the door to peace and happiness. Our third lesson draws our attention towards finding our purpose and meaning in life. Picture this: we're all on a unique journey, each with our own path to tread. It's our passions, our values, our dreams that light the way. Now imagine aligning your actions with these guiding stars. It's like setting your internal compass towards fulfillment and happiness. But how do we discover our life's purpose? It's about listening, really listening, to what your heart whispers when the world is shouting. It's about exploring what sets your soul on fire, what makes you lose track of time, what brings you joy. And here's the secret sauce. Once you've found your purpose, pursue it relentlessly. Dive into it with all your heart and soul, because when you live in alignment with your core values and passions, you're not just existing, you're truly living. Remember, it's not about chasing fleeting moments of happiness. It's about creating a life that's intrinsically fulfilling, a life that's rich with purpose and meaning. When we align our actions with our values, we unlock a path to true happiness. The fourth lesson from The Happiest Man on Earth is about the importance of connection and community. This book underscores the value of establishing robust relationships and being part of a supportive community. Building these bridges isn't just about networking. It's about forging bonds that run deep, bonds that are woven with threads of understanding empathy, and mutual respect. These connections play a pivotal role in our lives. They act as our safety nets during turbulent times and our cheerleaders during joyous moments. They provide us with a sense of belonging, a feeling that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. This sense of belonging, in turn, bolsters our happiness. Acts of kindness, too, are integral to this connection. They enrich our relationships and foster a sense of community. These acts, no matter how small, can make a significant impact. They uplift not just the receiver but also the giver, enhancing their sense of happiness and fulfillment. In essence, we are social creatures, and our happiness is tied to the relationships we build and the communities we are part of. Through strong connections and community, we find a sense of belonging and happiness. Our fifth lesson is about embracing resilience and optimism. Now, resilience isn't about avoiding hardships, but rather, it's about facing them head-on with courage and tenacity. It's about getting knocked down 7 times and standing up 8. Similarly, optimism doesn't imply ignoring life's troubles. Instead, it's about holding on to the belief that even in the darkest of times, there's always a glimmer of light. The Happiest Man on Earth illustrates this beautifully, showing us that resilience and optimism are not just virtues, but survival tools. They're life rafts that keep us afloat when we're tossed into the stormy seas of life. They're the compass that points us towards hope when we're lost in the wilderness of despair. By nurturing these qualities, we empower ourselves to navigate life's difficulties with strength and grace. We cultivate the ability to find joy even amidst adversity, to see the silver lining in every cloud, and to turn stumbling blocks into stepping stones. So, remember, resilience and optimism are not just about surviving, but thriving. They're not just about getting through the storm, but dancing in the rain. With resilience and optimism, we can face any challenge and still find joy in life. The sixth lesson from our book is about mindfulness and the importance of living in the present. This lesson encourages us to be fully engaged in our current experiences rather than dwelling in the past or anxiously anticipating the future. Imagine the peace and tranquility that can be found in simply observing the world around us, free from judgment or distraction. Mindfulness is about cultivating an awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations in the present moment. It's about noticing the subtle flavors in our morning cup of coffee, or the sensation of a cool breeze against our skin. It's about truly listening when someone speaks to us and fully experiencing the joy and beauty in everyday life. By practicing mindfulness, we can develop a deeper appreciation for the present, allowing us to experience a greater sense of happiness and contentment. We can learn to savor the simple pleasures and find joy in the ordinary. Mindfulness teaches us to embrace the present moment, which is all we truly have. By being present and engaged, we can appreciate life's beauty and find joy in every moment. Our seventh lesson is about embracing simplicity and finding joy in the small things. Often we get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, chasing grand dreams and lofty goals. But the book, The Happiest Man on Earth, gently reminds us to pause, to appreciate the beauty of simple pleasures. A warm cup of coffee on a cold morning, a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, the comforting silence of an early dawn. The world around us is filled with little moments of happiness, waiting to be noticed, waiting to be cherished. These moments may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but they add up. They color our days with joy and contentment. They make life worth living. So let's take a step back from our busy lives. Let's slow down, look around, and truly see the beauty in simplicity. Let's find joy in the small things, in the everyday happenings that we often take for granted. By appreciating the small moments of happiness, we cultivate a greater sense of contentment. Because life, after all, is made up of moments. And happiness, true happiness, lies in embracing these moments, one simple pleasure at a time. The eighth lesson from The Happiest Man on Earth is about the transformative power of love and compassion. This power is not just about romantic love, but rather a universal love that extends to all living beings. It's about empathy and understanding, about putting ourselves in the shoes of others and feeling their pain, their joy, their hopes, and their fears. When we show compassion, we acknowledge the shared human experience. We recognize that we all have our struggles and our triumphs, And in doing so, we build a bridge of understanding and connection. This doesn't just benefit those we show compassion to, it also enhances our own well-being. You see, love and compassion are like a boomerang. The kindness and understanding we give out often comes back to us in surprising and fulfilling ways. It softens our hearts, broadens our perspectives, and deepens our connection to the world around us. And in the end, isn't that what we all seek? To feel connected, to feel understood, and to feel loved? The power of love and compassion is transformative, not just for others, but for ourselves as well. Through love and compassion, we uplift those around us and enhance our own happiness. Our ninth lesson is about the importance of self-care and prioritizing our well-being. One of the most valuable teachings from the happiest man on earth is the significance of nurturing our physical, mental, and emotional health. It's not just about hitting the gym or eating right, although those are important. It's about cultivating a mindset that values rest, relaxation, and leisure. It's about understanding that it's okay to take time for ourselves, to recharge, to do the things we love. Mental health is just as critical as physical health. This can mean seeking therapy or counseling, meditating, or simply taking time to reflect on our day. It's about creating a safe space for our thoughts and emotions, where we can acknowledge them without judgment. Emotional health involves understanding and managing our feelings, which can lead to stronger relationships and better decision-making. It's about allowing ourselves to feel, to express, to experience. By nurturing all these aspects of our health, we create a solid foundation for happiness. It's like building a house. A house needs a strong foundation to withstand storms and stand the test of time. Similarly, our happiness needs a strong foundation, our well-being, to thrive. By caring for ourselves, we create a solid foundation for happiness. Our final lesson from the book is about embracing change and accepting our imperfections. Life is a constant ebb and flow of transformation. Change is inevitable, yet we often resist it, clinging to our comfort zones. But the book, The Happiest Man on Earth, encourages us to view change as an opportunity for growth and development. Similarly, we are often our own worst critics, striving for an unattainable perfection. This pursuit can leave us feeling inadequate and unhappy. But the book encourages us to accept our imperfections. It teaches us that it is our flaws and quirks that make us unique, and embracing them can lead to a profound sense of self-love and acceptance. This acceptance, in turn, can lead to genuine happiness. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or circumstance to be happy. It's about finding joy in the journey, the growth, the transformation. When we embrace change and accept our flaws, we find happiness in the journey, not just the destination. As we conclude our exploration of the happiest man on earth, we invite you to reflect on these lessons. We've journeyed through the power of gratitude and perspective, the healing strength of forgiveness, and the fulfillment found in purpose and meaning. We've discussed the importance of connection and community, the resilience in optimism, and the serenity of living in the present moment. We've savored the simplicity and small pleasures in life, felt the transformative power of love and compassion, prioritized self-care, and embraced the beauty of change and imperfections. Each lesson serves as a stepping stone on the path to happiness, each step leading us to a more fulfilling existence. But these lessons aren't just words on a page, they're calls to action, invitations to apply these principles in our daily lives. So as we part ways today, we challenge you to choose happiness, to embrace these lessons and weave them into the fabric of your life. Remember, happiness is a choice and it's within your reach. Subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions. Until next time, choose happiness.